Oh man. Australian Summer Flat White, probably one of the best coffees they released this year. Unfortunately, these bad boys are gone. You can't get them anymore. Even the original line capsules are gone. On other news, Intenso is back in stock, and interestingly enough, we bought it, and I believe last week I talked about how I was concerned they were removing packaging, then they gave generic capsules. They are back. The regular labeled capsules are back. So maybe it was just a move over or a marketing thing that they did for a second where they were changing over machinery or something. But anyways, it appears all their labeling is back. So that's a good thing. We were in Nespresso over the weekend, and September 4th, meaning next week, their pumpkin spice coffee releases. Much to my chagrin, I will be there to pick that up. I will get the review out to you. I really dislike pumpkin, so it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out, but I am not a pumpkin lover, so hopefully their coffee tastes better than it sounds to me, but we'll get that review out to you next week. Cafeenzo do Brazil. I got a comment. He says, or she, I'm not sure which, says, as a Brazilian, I gotta say that they got our Cafeenzo right. The flavor's amazing. This is my new favorite. And she put a few emojis there. Brazil's got a big coffee culture, and Nespresso, in my opinion, did our coffee right. I just wish it wasn't only a limited edition. This was great to hear because I absolutely love that coffee, as you saw in my review. It was one of my favorites, and after we were done filming, my wife started drinking it, and she killed that whole sleeve of coffee all in about 3 days. So we went back and picked up more sleeves this weekend, and she's been enjoying it ever since. So it is truly an amazing espresso shot. If you haven't had a chance to pick one up or you haven't ordered it, I'd highly recommend. It is truly unlike any other coffee you've ever tasted. And I guess according to somebody who should know, they've hit it. So that's a great thing. We're gonna move on to this week's. This was a sample pack that they gave out. This is Alto XL, and inside here is the Alto XL Intenso. So I'm expecting that this and this should have similar tastes. This is just gonna make a much larger cup of coffee, so we'll check that out. And then Alto XL Dolce. I have never drank this, so I honestly don't know what to expect, but we will look it up. Let's fire these two up and give them a taste test. Got our Alto Intenso first. We're gonna get out the big gun cup this time because I think we're gonna run out of space. That's about as full as she can get. Okay, so the Alto XL Intenso, they're commanding about 10 cents more than the normal Intenso. They're giving you 14 ounces instead of the 7.7, but they are lowering the intensity from 9 down to 7. So it shouldn't be as robust, and we're looking for Costa Rican with bitterness and thick crema. Yeah, it is actually thick. It's not blending in very well. Not saying much on notes or anything like that, so let's just give it a taste test here. It doesn't have, right off the bat, I can say it doesn't have the as much of an intense smell as this does. So let's see what this tastes like. Oh, crap, that's hot. Ooh, I'm gonna have to do another sip now that my mouth. I was drinking this while it was brewing, and so this kind of shocked me a little. Let me try it one more time here for you. Little bit of caramel notes in there. Almost, maybe that's the wood taste. It's interesting. So it's kind of, not sure if I'm, bitter, almost an earthy taste. Maybe that's that wood flavor. Tiny light, like a, I don't want to say caramel because I hate when they use the word caramel because I think of the flavoring caramel, and I don't pick that up out of it, but it has almost like a caramelized taste to it, like a little bit of burnt, maybe, I guess I would say. This would probably hit right at level 7. That's pretty accurate. Maybe a little bit lighter for me, maybe a 6, so a 6, 7, kind of right in the middle. It's a good, rich, thick cup of coffee. I think if you have the larger mugs like we do, this will fit nicely in there. Maybe a travel mug. It is not intenso. These two are not the same, even though they're labeling them roughly the same. I mean, they're literally saying Intenso XL. So they're saying that it should be this, but in a larger cup. It's not. I drink this every day. This has a much more rich, dark, pungent, lots of things that this isn't carrying through. So, and it could be just because of the amount of water that we're adding. I mean, it's 14, it's literally double, and it's coming out of basically the same pod. So, yeah, it's great cup of coffee. Great cup of coffee. That's very, very good, but it is not Intenso. It's not a large cup of Intenso. So, in fact, I can even tell just even looking at, it probably just all looks dark to you on here, but looking through it, it has a lighter red hint to it. The Intenso is literally just black. It is solid black. So let's turn our attention to the Alto Dolce. Let's make this one into a cup. Alto Dolce, or Dolce, however they say it. We're gonna set this one up. It should fill up our cup roughly the same amount, so let's do it. Smells like baked bread. That's weird. Boy, it's a lot lighter. I think maybe you can see it. There's a definite difference. Now I know this one is level 4. Level 4. 14 ounce again. The Dolce or Dulce, I don't know how you say it. Doesn't have a counterpart, so this is just a large, medium intensity. That actually tastes pretty good. It's very light. Again, as you know, if you watch my channel, Intenso, let me throw my pods around. Intenso is the one that I drink on a daily basis. So I kind of compare all other coffees against for how I rate them. This one they're rating at a 4. Yeah. It's weird because it's got a, I almost smell like bread, like bread smells when you butter it and you toast it, like toasted cheese sandwich or grilled cheese sandwich. It kind of has that butter bread smell to it. But then yeah, I don't know what it is. It's got almost a little tiny bit of bitter, although I can't place what side it's on. If it's a kind of tastes almost like a little bit of a sweet bitter. Here it says, at first, caramel and sweet toasted bread aromas appear. So that's, I thought, okay, yeah, that's exactly what I smelled. Arabica beans reveal a sweet cereal. Okay, yeah, with malty notes. Okay, so that might, okay, there we go. So the bitter sweet, that's probably the malt notes, more so than the caramel part of it. The interesting, the bread part, yeah, dead on. That's an interesting, it smells like that fresh baked bread or toasted bread in the oven. So yeah, that's, if you have a friend that's used to the Keurig type coffees and they haven't made the changeover to real coffee, this might be a good cup to introduce them to how much better, this is going to come off to them as a very, very robust, strong cup of coffee, even though to us Nespresso drinkers, this would be fairly tame, especially, let's go back. Oh yeah. Yeah, two different worlds. That one's definitely, yeah. So, yeah, level 4, level 7. Those are pretty accurate. Whew. Well, now we have 28 ounces of coffee that I got to get rid of. That brings us to a close on this video. Thank you so much for your time. If you'd like to see any of the videos or any of the other coffees reviewed, please drop them down in the comments. Like, subscribe, share. Let anybody know about this channel that you think might enjoy the coffee reviews. And next week, you'll be seeing the pumpkin video. I'm not looking forward to that one. I really dislike that flavor, but I'll try to be as impartial as I can to that poor thing. Again, thank you so much for your time, and we will see you. Oh, the Australia. It's so good. On the next video.